Welcome, everyone. This is Saturday Evening Chats number 66. We have Mr. DM Foss, co host extraordinaire. Welcome.
Well, hello there.
We are joined by the ever Glock hating New York outcast, Rob D. Welcome.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for joining us, everybody.
We had Kingpin out in the crowd first, followed by PNW Woods, Foss, and Jason Stewart. So, welcome everyone out in the crowd. Yeah. So, yesterday was the second of the month. Every second matters. Tomorrow is the 4th of July, Independence Day. The day we celebrate whooping Britain's ass and making sure we kept our gun rights. So, you guys have any plans that you're gonna ring in the independence with?
I'm going to do a chat. Not a 4th of July specific chat, but other than that, I don't really have any plans.
Rob?
We escaped town, so currently relaxing in the hotel.
You got your car out of the danger zone?
Yep. That's funny. I was thinking that too. So yeah, basically got out of town, coming. We're near Albany, New York, so kind of switched directions. We were going to go to Philadelphia because that's where it all started. But due to the lady's father being up in this area, we ended up deciding to come up here to spend some time with him tomorrow. So, or after, I'm not sure the exact plan, but basically came up here to hang out with family. So, and we're looking into some local things in the area. There's a cruise thing where you go out on the water and watch the fireworks. So we may end up doing that. So not exactly sure yet. We're kind of free and playing it by ear. So that's where we're at. Got a nice room though.
King size bed?
Yeah, I think so.
Yep. Probably would be a king size bed.
Yeah, it's a little bigger than mine. I go with a queen at home, so like the lady close. I'd take a double, but she's not having it. So
you got a safe in there?
I don't know, probably. This is our. I would ask if you can get it, because when you got a few drinks in you, no threshold, it's nice. Plus, you got a bunch of handles, some benches, and I'll leave that to your all imagination. But we have some fun in here. So, but yeah, and we got a kitchen out here, which is nice. So, some drinks already. Picking them up. Place even came with dishes. I was like, heck yeah. So, room here, and we got another room over there. So, another bathroom as well.
Okay, we know that.
Plan on being here a few days.
We know that was not a cheap room.
No, honestly, the kid pitched in on part of it. So, this was actually her.
I'm gonna guess that was part of the anniversary present. So, Yeah, you're roboting pretty darn hard.
Yeah, go back to wherever you started at.
Yeah,
We
go
can
back
hear
to
you
laying
then.
on the bed.
And take your shirt off.
That's up to you. So, Artak, if you can hear us, it's saying that your device isn't connected, or I'd add you into the stream. So we have Patriot in the Dark out in the crowd. We've got Manny Faces out in the crowd. We've got Southpaw RX, which Southpaw, I mailed the envelope yesterday. It should be there. I think they said on Wednesday. So it should definitely be there. So, Mr. Nighthawk Medic.
Howdy, howdy.
Oh, that is a awesome new logo.
Thank you. I was playing around with it and thought I'd come up with something new and unique.
It's powerful.
Isn't it? Doesn't that just make your nipples hard? I mean,
Yeah, kind of.
Like the Swiss Army bird.
Yeah, Swiss Army bird. I've been napping in the backyard in a hammock in preparation for my early morning expedition with Foss. But it's time to wake up and cook hot dogs, hamburgers, and get ready for fireworks.
Well, I bit the bullet today and went and bought a newer vehicle.
Yeah, what'd you get?
2016 Nissan Rogue.
Oh man, I love the Rogues. Those are fun.
Yeah, got the all-wheel drive lock on there, so for playing up in the hills.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I like it.
Oh,
What did you say?
I think he said, Timmy is stuck in the well and the tide is rising.
Yeah. Hopefully they both come back. But yeah. Speak of the devils. Wow, Rob just automatically added it himself. Well, welcome there, Artak. Can you hear us? How's your audio there, Rob?
hear me.
Well, you're kind of robot-y. When you were laying on the bed, it was like friggin' perfect.
I went back to the bed, but I couldn't hear you.
Oh, there.
Oh,
There
we
you
got
go.
you now.
Yeah,
There
don't
you
move.
Yeah. Whatever awkward position you're laying in right now. And whatever you happen to be using it as an antenna.
Still good?
Manny, yep, you're still good. Manny Faces said it sounded like he said Epstein didn't kill himself.
Yeah, Artak,
Oh,
I
that
could
mic.
just barely hear a whisper in my headphones, but
Am I coming in better?
Yeah, you're sounding real good.
Yeah, you're Lima Charlie.
Sweet.
Did you guys see this standoff between Massachusetts state troopers and apparently the Moroccan army earlier today?
Huh.
I didn't read the story. I just saw a headline.
So 11 guys showed up in full combat gear, claiming to be from the Moroccan army. And Flying a Moroccan Army flag. They've got a correct flag.
Are you there? Can you hear us?
It's a little weird.
I'm not sure what Jason's trying to hint at, but so Artak, is your mic not working?
No, can you hear me now?
Oh, finally.
Lima Charlie.
That's because I had headphones on. I guess they don't have they don't have no mic in them.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Just had to adjust the squelch.
I had to, well, yeah, I did that earlier.
So,
How many miles are on that road?
like around 70.
Did you run those in for factory recalls?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And you do research on common issues?
Yeah. I mean,
Stuff to keep
And,
an eye out for?
yeah, and I got a
All-star
36.
cabin, so.
And I got a 36 month bumper to bumper warranty. If any sensor goes bad, if the screens go bad, if anything like that happens, it's all covered with a $0 deductible.
On a 2016, that's pretty impressive.
I'm a loyalist.
Did you get a nice one?
Yeah, I got a nice one.
Got it nice. And
That's what the hillbillies call them down here. Nice ones.
there's a nice one.
There's a nice one cause.
So yeah, I was saying
So no Skyline?
it's got a nice all-wheel drive with all-wheel drive lock, so that when you're up playing around, it's pretty much just like locking in four-wheel drive. So
Well, oh my.
I wouldn't say that.
Yeah.
It's
it's
I'll
light.
say I've had rear wheel, front wheel, four wheel, and all wheel drive, and I will always choose all wheel drive if I can.
Yeah,
If not, then four wheel drive. But it's not hardcore rugged, but it gives you, for anything I would do, it's the four wheel drive is good, and then when you don't need it, you're in two wheel drive.
yeah. That's kind of why I went with it. It's not like I'm going to be out friggin', running the dunes, launching my vehicle, or I'm not going to be out friggin', trying to climb a mountainside, or go rock crawling. That's not what I'm, but I am going to go out and play in the dirt roads. And, if I come across mud, I'm probably going to drive through it. I don't want to,
I'd say it's all on your lifestyle in a sense. All-wheel drives, keep in mind, are a little worse on front end parts, ball joints, tires, tire rotation. You have to be more cautious with your tires, more selective. That's one of the advantages of four-wheel drive is that
Yep.
when you use it. When you don't, you don't. Also, if you're pulling stuff a lot, like lower gears, things like that, four-wheel drive can be a little more beneficial. Plus, if you're doing any kind of rock crawling stuff like that, you definitely want something that locks in. So it all depends on the individual. But if you're doing a lot in normal highway driving on regular pavement, I'd state that you're probably better off with the 4x4. Just due to tire wear, things like that. But again, I'm fairly thrifty, so I try to work all the numbers. But all-wheel drive is nice, though. It is for the average person that it could be the way to go. But people that
So, like,
a little more
the-
cautious on money, might want to look a little more into it to see if it really fits your need.
so like the Rogue, it runs front wheel drive unless you hit the all wheel drive lock, or if the road conditions call for it to be an all wheel drive. But otherwise, it's running front wheel drive.
I have a question.
Yep.
So, based on your description of what you're going to use it for, what color tutu are you going to put on it?
Yeah.
Probably black and orange. Beaver Nation. So
I'm just saying, if you're going to buy an off-road vehicle, it needs to do more than run through a mud puddle in the road every so often.
well, yeah. This isn't for like just, you know, if I was gonna go playing like rock crawling and stuff like that, then yeah, I'm probably gonna go get a Jeep. I'm gonna put, you know, airbags on there, rock crawler suspension. I put the self-inflating and self-deflating tire, so you can go right in there and deflate your tires to a certain psi, and then when you don't need it, you can inflate them back up.
Yep.
You know, if I was going to do something, I would completely just build a rock crawler, but I don't do that crap anymore. I'm old. I don't want to be friggin' throwing my money out the window anymore.
I don't rock crawl either, but every so often, I like to be able to go into four-wheel high, four-wheel low.
Yeah.
Get the tires good and wet with mud.
And so this Rogue has descent control. So when you're going down a steep hill and stuff, it'll help do a bunch of like your engine braking and stuff, so you're not hard on your brakes.
Nice. So
Not
I'm going to
wearing
drop. Good.
Yep.
Oh my God, that video. I don't understand how people get away with this.
I'm not sure what. I'll have to check that out.
Oh my God. It's one of those that the more you watch it, the worse it gets.
Well, I wouldn't expect anything less from you guys.
It is absolutely the most horrifying gun video I've ever seen. It makes my skin crawl just to watch it. Oh God. Horrible. Okay.
Well, he checked to make sure the barrel,
Yeah.
checked his barrel
Oh.
temperature for safety.
I was watching a video and it was some guys over in the Middle East, either, you know, Indian, Pakistani, whatever, those guys over there. And like the guy friggin' discharges the Beretta up into the roof, and his wife like smacks the crap out of him.
Well, yeah, my wife would smack the crap out of me too.
So he drops the mag.
What you get?
He drops the mag out of the damn thing. Like he's like playing around with it or whatever, and he puts his friggin' hand in front of the barrel.
Oh.
And you can tell what happened next.
Well, sure. He shot a hole in it.
Yeah, he shot a hole in his hand. Blood's just pouring out of his hand. His middle finger is collapsed. You know, because you can tell that
Pop that
bone.
tendon. Yeah.
Oh, he probably blew that bone apart and everything. So I see we got Wheeled and Well Armed out in the crowd. Yes, defense dad. I bought the Rogue this morning.
There'll
That's
be.
why. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, there's been a special request out in the crowd. Somebody wants to watch you wash it in a bikini.
Yeah, no. That's probably not going to happen.
Probably not. So that sounds like a maybe. Did anybody else hear a maybe?
I mean, I guess if you want to see me in a banana hammock washing it, I can create a OnlyFans page and
One in chat. One in chat if you want to see.
Give him a few drinks and ask him again.
Yeah.
So what's the first thing you did to personalize it?
absolutely nothing.
Nothing? No hidden gun rack or,
Not yet.
oil slick in the bumper that, hit a button and it drops the oil, or push bars, or
Caltrops.
Like literally, I picked it up at 1:00, right, and then barely made it back here to get this going before,
Oh, there hasn't been time to James Bond it. Okay.
Yeah.
you gonna put some fuzzy dice in the mirror or what?
Of course, everyone's got to have the pimp dice.
I'm just saying I would totally go for caltrops in my car that you could eject.
Yeah.
Are you still there, Artak?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, this is what happens when you let Victoria play with your internet.
Let's not talk about Victoria.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Boy, trouble.
So you don't have to hear this all bullshit. Okay. No, I'm at work.
Oh,
They just offered me some overtime, and I said, okay, sure.
hell yeah.
It paid for my new lower that I got today. I went and got me a Ruger AR lower, so I can build
I'm,
a pistol, because fuck the AFT.
I was going to bring that up last week, and I kind of spaced it off.
What's that?
That upper. That
Which
upper
one?
receiver that
Oh,
that you decided to remodel and give some beauty lines in.
Which one? I've done 3 so far. I've only released 1 video so far.
It was the one video last week where you cracked the 300 blackout
Oh,
upper receiver.
that was last month.
Whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Of course it was last month because it's only 2-3 days in.
No, it was in May. I did that.
No.
I released it. I had to wait for them to monetize it before I released it. So, I lost out on a nickel 98 if I didn't.
Right?
But I still have no damn earthly idea on how I cracked that sumbitch, because the barrel didn't move, but somehow the upper was. So, and the barrel was locked into that action wrench.
Yeah, but the action wrench was locked into
The
the
vice.
inside of the receiver, right?
No, it was locked on the inside of the barrel. And then there's that little fin there that's supposed to stop it from rotating. Obviously, it didn't stop it from rotating. Come to find out, the torque wrench I had was bad. Wherever it torqued, if you went and set the torque from 25 all the way up to 50, it would just click, no matter what setting it was on. So I had to go to 60 before, it would move, before it would click. So the torque range was off, so I got to give another torque wrench. and that's what caused it. And I just kept on turning, and then, of course, the locking lugs inside the barrel are steel, and and that action rod's aluminum, so it just bounced.
Rob's out playing around on the patio of the hotel. Oh, he's gonna go spy on girls in bikinis.
Be in here after I eat. That hot tub, call dibs.
Don't leave a floater behind it. Like
Go get a lunch in the bar and throw in the hot tub.
Damn, midnight.
Baby Ruth.
no,
You have to go classic.
Whatchamacallit's got peanuts in it though.
Yeah, that's true.
I see we got Jerry Parker out in the crowd and the men of Tupperware. So welcome, guys. No, it goes back to Rob went over to PA and was like going to a rally or something over there. Something over there with and midnight took a picture of him in a hot tub and then photoshopped it and made it look like Rob herded up the swimming pool or hot tub. So we kind of give him a hell about it.
So I don't know why Rob would do anything but say jealous step
Right.
the hell up, because I'm looking at that going, that looks like a weekend.
You know, I don't know.
Guy over, and that's the thanks they give you. A turd in a hot tub, you know?
Right.
So
would have been much better.
Wait a minute. So we've gone past the bathtub story with two guys to one guy and a turd in water now. So you've escalated your kink. So now,
man.
is it going to be Rob, two guys in a cup next?
No.
Oh. Rob's like, I don't remember signing up for all this abuse.
Guys are horrible. Horrible. Oh, yeah. Part of stipulations. The hotel's got to have a hot tub. I like one in the room, but last minute we couldn't get one in the room. So
I know Foss
set up for wheeled and well armed. Got
yeah.
a little lip seats in. There you go.
So I know Foss in New York answered the question. So I'll ask you guys, what's the plans for tomorrow for celebrating the 4th of July? You gonna go to a fireworks show? You gonna create your own fireworks show?
I have a bunch of grenade launcher launched fireworks to play with.
Nice. Sounds like fun.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
I'm gonna make one of those videos.
And no, this is a private shoot, just my wife and I. We're every year she does a task for me, and this year she's going to do. Every year she tests out one of the smoke grenades from our stockpile, and this year she's going to test out one of the 37 millimeter smoke grenades from the stockpile.
Oh yeah!
And then we're going to do some bird bombs and some sparkle flares and a few other things.
Good deal. Shocked to see my lady walking down the side of the road up here. What's going on? You want to grab something to eat? Just shows you, not lazy. Out here in the rain, coming off the highway up there with dinner. I would have gave her a ride. Thought she was going over to this store.
Wow, you made her walk?
Yeah, in the rain.
Damn. I thought I was
Obviously,
mean
I
to
didn't
the
make
wife.
her walk. Pretty funny though.
She's probably
A good woman.
she's walking in the rain to get all that nastiness from Rob and the guy and the turd in the punch bowl thing.
No.
She saw that. She
Got
needs to go.
pizza or something.
The wife says you're an ass, Rob.
Hey, she chose to. She did that yesterday too. She walked to the store and then it started pouring. I asked her if she wanted me to pick her up, and she was like, "No, I'll make it." And when she got home, she was like, "Oh, you should have picked me up, you asshole." I was like, "I offered to pick you up." So, that's what they do.
It's what the unsaid thing is. I'm going to tell you no, but your ass better come get me.
You don't ask, Rob. You just
Yeah.
go.
You just do it.
Yeah. Apparently, that's pretty much what I was told too. And I was like, "Well, I offered. Like, I figured you wanted the exercise." I had my keys. I was all ready to go. Oh no!
One of these days, you will learn.
Yeah, there's no world where I would see my wife walking down the side of the road and not figure out how to get her in the car. That's just not going to happen.
Even if I have to get out of the vehicle and let her drive,
Yeah.
and I walk down the road
Yeah.
because
I
she's
open
mad
the
at.
doors. I pump the gas. I do all that type of stuff. But, I do
Well,
respect a woman's right to be a woman and do what the hell she wants to. So she wants to walk down the road as long as she's not, doesn't have her ass cheeks hanging out. I'm okay.
I don't know, man. Hey, babe, make it 2. There's only 13 grams of protein in one. Oh, sorry, guys.
So you're going to be lifting weights? Is that what you're trying to show us?
No, I've been doing a lot of lifting weights.
No, Rob was showing us a workout room at the hotel, and that's all. You got to ask if he's going to be.
Are you going to be in there hitting iron?
No, I'll be lifting weights, but not in there.
So
Laying pipe. Oh, wait. Oh, okay.
I see we got Mr. F&H out in the crowd. We got Miss Vanessa Kitty out there. So welcome, everyone. Captain Morgan's.
Yep. And
That's only a fifth. I mean, that's a good start.
Yeah, that's how you get started.
Jose Cuervo. But, I mean, that's not even like the good
that's
Jose
a leader,
Cuervo.
man.
I mean, you could have at least got her like. You could have got her like Jose Cuervo 1800. Something. A little especial.
I kind of still conscious,
What was the name of that tube that YouTube alternative that everybody was moving their content over to?
No, he's probably talking like GunTube.
No, it was Odyssey? Yeah, where you could upload it from.
From your YouTube, it's called Odyssey or Library. It's the same company.
So there's actually a newer one, and it is a firearm forum. It's actually for firearm creators.
Yeah, those are always abandoned.
Well, this one's actually pretty nice layout and everything. I've been over there, and it's got the same kind of layout style as like Facebook, and so I know Artac's over there. It's that firearm fanatic.
Yep. Yeah, I kind of like it.
Yeah, it's friggin' so easy.
Trying to figure out where I sent all my content that one time too.
Oh, it was probably Odyssey.
Or was it Gunstreamer maybe?
No, I think it was Odyssey. Yeah, there it is. Odyssey.com.
Yeah.
I forgot I had an account.
So did I. I'm trying to.
I have an account over there, but it won't auto transfer unless you have 300 subscribers.
No, you have to have more than that.
Yeah, it was like 700 or something.
Mine said 300 when I signed up. So, and they better honor that damn thing.
They have special privileges for Glock guys, huh?
Yep. I guess it's that white card. That white privilege.
Glock privilege. Sounds
Yep.
like a bunch of crap to me. Inside trade.
Well,
BS.
Yeah, but the
Look-
thing is, Medic has more Glocks than I have.
I have like 5 of everybody's stuff, dude. It's hard to pin me down to one thing.
I'm just saying you still have more than I do.
Yeah, well, I've got a little song for you. This ain't Build a Glock. You don't get to pick and choose. This ain't
Yes, I
Build
do.
a Glock.
I do
Different
get a.
fighting bigger grooves.
Hey,
G23 built a Glock, made it really kinky. Now it's really ugly with G10 grips and pinky. Hangers for his big hands. Okay, anyway. Nice. Real food. No, babe, I'm not singing on the internet.
Oh,
That's
no,
funny. My lady would yell at me too if I was singing online.
Yeah.
That's funny.
You probably have a little skill at it. Let's be honest for a minute.
yeah.
It's debatable.
Okay, well, I still got all my content over here. I can flush it here too. I didn't realize it was stuck over here.
So you'll be able to bring all your content back when you decide to come back.
I'm never bringing it back to YouTube. Never. I've decided that I would rather be unwatched and unpopular than ever bring anything back to YouTube.
Yeah, but I'm unwatched and unpopular on YouTube.
Yeah. After my first video did 300,000 views, that was it for me. I said, okay, success. I know how to make a tacky video that people will watch.
Probably any of your shotgun videos were
Dude,
just doing awesome.
Yeah, the Citadel Warthog video went viral. I was like, really? That shotgun.
I'm probably Manny Faces would probably love to talk to you about this. I think he's got a Citadel.
Good performing shotgun. The one I have's got 250 rounds in it right now.
So is that fish and chips?
No less chips and fish.
Probably. Actually, it looks like a sub sandwich.
It does look like a sub sandwich.
Stromboli.
Stromboli.
Yeah, whatever the hell that is.
I was waiting for you to say calzone so I could correct you.
Ah,
I was waiting.
So we got 38 Super out there.
Cheese.
You done turned his damn head again.
Yeah, he's sitting at the freaking dining room table. So I told you that as soon as he said Citadel, you'd have his attention. Man, he's like, someone say Citadel?
the Warthog's a good shotgun. It is a good shotgun.
Yeah. So, Manny, out a couple weeks ago, Clover Attack did some review of channels, and at the very last channel review, he reviewed your channel. So, if you want to skip ahead to that, you could see what everybody on the panel had to say. It may help or it may not. It's up to you. But I decided to let you know that they did review your channel and kind of give you a little shout out there. So he lost internet connect again. I could be nice and throw the link out there if you wanted to jump in.
Yeah, bring him in.
Rob is the only one that will do that for. It's gotta be a friggin' New York thing.
Super 38. 38 super parts, and every time I try to type your name, I end up putting an @ in chat. There's an Instagram account named Cat Shooting Guns, Foss. I need it.
No, it's cats and guns.
Okay.
They've got pictures of guns and cats.
Are they? Do they have them together, or is it just cats with guns? Cat.
Usually separate. It'll either be cats or guns.
Well, they got on IG. There's ferrets with guns.
You know, ferrets with guns just makes me think about Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
So Manny, I threw the link out. If you want to jump on for a little bit, you can. If not, it's okay.
I wouldn't trust a ferret with a gun.
I would trust a ferret with a shotgun any day of the week.
Every one of these pictures of a cat with the gun, the thing's got its paw in the trigger well.
Most birds are mean as hell.
Oh yeah, totally.
Hey, the wife's youngest cat used to sleep with her head on the KSG on the butt.
Under the pillow, I would assume.
No, it was standing up against the wall, and she'd, lay right there, like, hey, you know what? Somebody try coming in here. I got my shotgun ready.
That is more trust than I would ever put in a Keltec.
Yep. She slept with her shotgun.
No, it's more like she's just plotting. One day, hairless monkey. One day.
One day. I've spent a lot of hours sleeping with a rifle over the years.
One day, hairless monkey. One day.
What's going on, Manny?
Yeah. Rifle and handgun.
What's up, guys?
I've spent a lot of hours sleeping with a rifle.
So,
Holy echo.
oh yeah, he's got the playing in the background.
Yeah, I'm at home watching you guys on the big TV.
Oh, what's up?
What's up?
So, for the people who don't know, Manny Faces is behind enemy lines. He's caught in the commie state of California.
He looks all right for a refugee.
Yeah.
Californians
okay.
aren't allowed to like Metallica, are they?
We're good.
There you go.
So yeah, how's that Citadel running?
It's running okay. I actually finally got some proper loads, so I'll be taking it out soon. See if I get a full load out. We'll see what happens.
Can I tell you a secret that'll help a lot?
Go ahead.
So they used to have in semi-automatic shotguns instructions to run the bolt on them 200 times before you take them out and shoot. And so for those of us who used to run 1100s and things of that nature and still remember those instructions, that's still a part of my process. Is any semi-auto that I get, I leave the shipping dug on the bolt, and I'll sit there and work it a couple of hundred times before I go out to the range. And that eats up that period where they tell you to shoot cheap ammo, and then you can usually go out and run, or it's expensive ammo, and you can usually go out and run cheap ammo through it pretty quick.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be keeping that in consideration.
Yeah,
Got a little excited, took it out, put a few rounds through it.
Nighthawk used to do a lot of videos before he had some health issues, and shotguns were probably like his main specialty. It seemed like.
They were
Shut
popular.
up, I'm up.
I've watched a few Nighthawk medic videos.
Yeah.
38 Super Partisans mad about the kitty video. This Odyssey thing is genuinely becoming a new YouTube.
Yep. Except you don't get banned or anything like that.
Dude,
Yeah, but-
we need to populate this stuff.
But
That's why they-
do they have live streams over there?
The hell, I don't know.
I know I don't
Yep,
do
live stream.
Yep.
Brett
What they do.
Weissen.
And you're making money over there too. Like you make their little cryptocurrency that you can trade in.
Huh.
Yeah, I have a bunch of cryptocurrency. It's immediately spendable. The hell?
Is it? Are you able to cash it out?
Yes.
Yes, I can. I can upload it to the bank account. Apparently, I set all this up and just immediately quit.
Oh. Well, I guess
I'm making money.
you're
I
ma-
never
you're ma-
made money on YouTube.
you're making money and you never knew about it.
All right.
That's the best way to do it.
I took that X4 out today and shot it, and that was actually a lot of fun. It shoots really well. I even used some crappy Blazer. So I thought Blazer ammunition was about as bad as it could get. It's like firing black powder ammunition. My wife found Blazer ammunition that had aluminum cases, and it is genuinely the worst ammunition I've ever fired. But that little gun ate it.
The worst ammunition I ever fired is steel case mixed Winchester ammo. That shit just
Wow.
garbage.
Our-
Is what it,
Arm score is pretty dirty.
Arms core is dirty. You're exactly right.
PNW
I,
says,
I like Blazer Brass. It's, it is a little dirty, but it's always worked. It's consistent.
Yeah, I use it to test because it gets the gun dirty real quick.
so PNW says, my cat is my hero. He gives 0 fucks to an inspirational level.
Yeah.
I've only
31.
recently messed with Blazer due to all this ammo prices the last year or two.
Yeah.
The stuff I've had all seemed to work fine. So just I think mainly 22, and I had a couple boxes of 9, I believe. So but all ran fine. No problems. Might be a little dirtier. If you want a good example of how dirty something is, at least the 22, you can check out the MP Compact 22 video I did a while ago. Because I shoot like 9 different brands of ammunition, and you can really see a difference in the clouds of smoke and whatnot between them. So,
Yeah.
no, it was interesting even for me to review during editing. So definitely something to check out. Not that it was edited in a sense, but check,
Yeah.
cutting it down from 45 minutes to 10 minutes or what I mean. So
Yeah.
but,
I sent a fella 22 that performed flawlessly for me with a bunch of 22 out of a grab bag that I had of just garbage 22 rounds. And I think it was so filthy by the time it got to him, it stopped working. I haven't followed up with him on that. We'll have to get our heads together on that one at some point. Let's see here.
yeah, 38 Super Partisan. Yeah, Winchester forged steel ammo. It is
Yeah.
probably the worst crappy ammo I've ever had in my life. The only gun I got that it actually ran in and ran good in was Mechanic.
Mechanics will eat just about anything. CZs will eat anything. When you've got that much mass moving back and forth.
Well, I haven't found anything my Compact 22 won't cycle well so far.
Won't eat.
So,
Yeah.
nothing eats well. So. Which is pretty nice. A friend of mine with the SR-22s, he's had issues. Fussy, I just talked to him a couple weeks ago about it recently again. And it's kind of put a bad taste in his mouth on the gun. So he's saying everybody he gives it to has had issues with it.
Really?
Initially, after he got it, we tried it, and it kept, we thought the lady was limp wristing it, but
Yeah.
it seems to keep happening with everybody. I shot it, and I didn't have any problems, but I guess apparently it's happening with everybody now. So I don't know if it's something to do with the gun or what the case is. His cousin has one as well. I think that's why he bought one, and he started having some issues with his too. So I don't know what the deal is, but initially I heard they were pretty good guns. That's why I was considering getting one. But obviously I haven't sold.
I've seen a lot of limp wristing issues with 22s, and it's just because people don't expect to have to hang on to it, right? And especially as they get more and more dirty, I hold on to every firearm like it's going to try to jump away from me, though. I've got a grip.
You
Yeah,
got the GI
Too
Joe
much
content
for
on
you
it?
can start shaking and throw yourself off though. But yeah, put a death grip on it. I mean, that's a good rule of thumb in most cases.
Yeah.
Until you get the shake, then back off.
So, Defense Dad says, I have 100 rounds of Wolf brass case Target 22 long rifle. I keep meaning to try.
That'd be good stuff.
Yeah, should be fun. That would be fun.
If I could stay on long enough to complete a sentence. I've shot their Wolf steel case 22s and the brass case and had no problem with it. And I shot it in my Taurus PT 22 and in my M&P Compact 22 and my Kel-Tec P17, which I had a whole bunch of range garbage 22 that I picked off, like about off the floor and stuff, about like 150 rounds, and it just ran it all, no problems.
Floor sweeping load, blow up your rifle.
Only on the second Tuesday of every week.
Right. Have you ever made a round out of floor sweepings before? Some scary stuff, man.
Like we go out to the public range too. Somebody leaves a range. First thing I do, if I'm the only one there, first thing I do, I go scavenge for rounds.
Oh yeah.
Or for obscure brass case stuff.
Yep. I found a box and I put it in, they had a little announcements board in there. I found a box of Ethiopian 303 British at one of our outdoor ranges one day. And it's like 1956 stuff, and it seems pretty good, but I'm like Ethiopian 303, right? But then I noticed that it had a British manufacturer stamp on it. And nobody ever claimed it, so yeah.
Have you ever taken one of the World War II era 303 cases apart?
Yep, it's full of spaghetti.
Spaghetti, yep.
Nitrocellulose, yeah.
Yep. Today, I went gun shop hopping today before I went in, and come across a box of Cellar and Bellet missing one round.
Oh, yeah.
A British 303 for $20. I was like, okay, sure. It's missing
Yeah.
one. I'll take it.
Yep.
And then found 32 Smith & Wesson long for $25 a box, and found a box of 32 ACP for $20.
Nice.
So I snatched those up, and then
Hard to come by.
well, not at Posey's if you're looking for
Ah,
some.
Yeah.
He's got it.
Ammo's here. It's just, more than I like to just go out and dump ammo money on.
Yeah, it's starting to. If it's those were those prices on those obscure, like 25 ACP, 30.
Yeah.
They're usually $25 to $35 a box anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. They're
So,
not cheap.
Right. They weren't cheap to begin with. So now they're at regular prices again.
It's amazing.
So I was like, yeah, obscure calibers rule.
Stuff that nobody else wants. Woo!
Exactly.
I'll be right back.
I picked up some 12 gauge ammo Thursday or Friday. Woman, when did we pick up the 12 gauge ammo? At Bimart. I think it was Thursday. 25 rounds for $7.
Oh, that's normal price.
It was 6 something. So
So
yeah,
the last gun shop I went to, come across a 44 Magnum revolver and adopted it.
damn, everybody's adopting guns, and I go and adopt a car.
Well, sucker, you got a nice one though.
It might be a little. It's all white.
Oh,
Waiting for Rob to say something.
wait a minute, I was going to say something first. I can't remember what I was going to say now.
I see we have R4 Mississippi Thunder. Mystic Guns is out there. So welcome everyone. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody. George Washington, who got us our freedom from the damn British.
Mystics
No,
out there, huh?
No,
Yeah.
that was a bunch of farmers that did that. That was a
Snob
bunch of
too?
farmers.
Nope. She's probably got him tied up in the closet. I see Rob's just glossing over what I said, so it's completely okay with me.
You're white.
oppressive-
Neeson.
Yep.
his oppressive vehicle driving through the Great Pacific Northwest, oppressing Sasquatch.
Mm-hmm.
It's no big deal. Just figured. So, Mystic.
You're moving again. Still,
So Mystic says she's snob free. So
you got a Nissan, a Nissan.
yep, a Nissan Rogue. Well, I guess the Nissan people didn't like the way he was pronouncing that, and took him out of the stream. I'm telling you, if you're gonna keep dropping, you're gonna have to talk with Rob on how he gets the auto connect, so that he just automatically pops right back in.
Well, it's because I'm on my cell phone, and actually, it's I'm fat fingering it, and when I look to go see what's going on in the chat, I hit the back button instead of just hitting the edit.
Yep.
and then it logs me back out. So I got to stop doing it. But
Well,
I'm on cell too.
Yeah, he's on cell too, and he's the only person I know that can friggin' drop, be gone for like 5 minutes, come back, and still auto connect right back in. I think he's paying
for a small donation, I can hook you guys up.
I think he's paying those Canadians.
Is that where you are, Rob? Are you in Canada?
No, although almost. Things are so much cheaper up there. Yeah, we had a hard time not going. Presidential suites for like the cost of almost average rooms here in a sense. So that's on the list. That's definitely on the list. But no, we're pretty close. But didn't make it to Canada. So
the Department of Defense sent me to provide medical support to the Army marksmanship team during the NRA shoots at Port Clinton. And when I was in the service. And there was a ferry that you could take out to an island that was a part of Canada.
Newfoundland?
Yeah, you had to bring your own cigarettes because the cigarettes were awful expensive, but the booze was cheap.
And Defense Dad, I don't want to find out.
what did I miss?
I definitely don't want to find out if it will absorb other cars' powers temporarily.
Put the wax on the skin or it gets the hose again.
I'm pretty sure if you don't do that test, then the other cars get your powers because they're going to do it.
And Rob's gone. Watch.
Ah,
He's going to come back and he'll auto connect. I'm telling you.
I'm telling you, free Bill Cosby.
Too late. He already is.
Oh, I was watching that, and this woman was bitching about it. Like, oh, he molested me 40 years ago. Okay, there, Blasey Ford looking bitch.
Oh, well, crap. So it didn't auto connect him.
no, had a call, dropped off, and it always screws my mic up. So it's the only time it won't automatically work magic for me.
We got John Adams out there complaining that he's the forgotten one. George Washington always gets the thunder, he says.
Alexander Hamilton should be the best president.
I don't know. Our founding fathers were pretty janky.
Janky? I don't understand that type of language.
Yes, you do.
Basically, it's a bunch of second sons who set out to make
Uh-huh.
their way. A bunch of rebels, and they started a new country.
Yep. I'm not sure they really ended up where they thought they would.
Probably not.
Eating something good, Nighthawk?
Sorry, I don't mean to be chewing in the mic. I keep trying to mute myself. The wife makes the best hamburgers in the world, man.
So you got something against cheese?
No, it's got cheese on it. I consider a burger without cheese to be incomplete.
Abomination.
Me too.
I don't have a subcategory for cheeseburger.
So now we got to ask, what type of cheese?
So we do a deli cheese. It's American, but it's actual cheese. Sharp cheddar.
Yeah.
Limburger.
And not that strong. It's not beef.
Smoked Gouda, or a nice feta, or blue cheese.
Someone mute his mic, please.
Right. I had
I-
Gouda mac and cheese the other day. It was really creamy, like cheesy, but it didn't have a strong cheese flavor. It wasn't horrible, but definitely nothing compared.
Oh, there he goes again, turning his head.
Defense Dad says grilled cheese. It's portable fondue. Changed my mind.
Correct.
I'm actually
100%.
sold on that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm correct. That's correct.
I would say,
well, you're not dipping things into it, though.
Are you sure?
You might dip it into things, but you're not dipping things into your sandwich.
You could dip your tongue into your grilled cheese sandwich.
Well, sure. Well, okay. Well, never mind.
Foss is like, I'm not gonna go with that. Jerry Parker says, no egg on that hamburger?
What abominations?
No, I eat 5 eggs every morning and 2 cups of or a cup of oatmeal. So
No grits?
no, grits don't have any protein in them.
I guess true.
I get 247 grams of protein every day. Everything I eat practically has to have protein in it.
What were you going to say, Rob? Oh.
Do you have a protein deficiency or something?
No, I'm bulking. I'm going for 250 pounds of muscle. So
Oh, okay.
I'm getting rid of all the fat I've gained over the last few years and converting in the gym.
So Defense Dad says, the melted cheese is already
You guys hear me any better?
Yeah. Yes, we can.
All right. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. I
The
did a switch over to the hotel
Wi-Fi?
Wi-Fi, so hopefully that's better.
Why weren't you running the hotel Wi-Fi to begin with?
Because you get hacked.
I always get the unlimited everything, so.
He doesn't like his credit card information to be on the dark web.
He makes a good point.
Rob D doesn't have a credit card. He's too poor to even have a debit card. He always carries everything in cash.
Holy crap, G23.
Damn, that's rough.
This is straight from him.
You said he was too damn poor to have a debit card.
Oh, you caught that?
So he can't even get. So basically, what you're saying is, only thing he can get is one of those free green cards from Walmart, and then he wouldn't have no money to put on the damn thing.
What I heard was his credit's so bad that they won't even accept his cash.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, I guess I did say it that way, didn't I?
No,
Yeah, you should
avoided
really
credit my
filter
whole life.
yourself.
He's got the credit score of a soccer game.
All -1.
Honestly, I wouldn't know.
I don't know how you'd run a business without knowing what credit you have.
I've avoided credit from the beginning, so
Have you?
old school, save up and buy it. So
Mhm.
I'm too cheap to pay more to spend my money, and if that makes any sense. So,
No, it does. It makes perfect sense, especially not interest.
I think if you can pay a bill monthly, you can pay yourself that same bill in any charge, and it's within your control. And then if you want a last minute take off and go to a hotel, you can.
Mm-hmm.
See? Rob understood what I was saying.
Rob doesn't understand the American way. The idea is to get 50 grand in credit cards, buy everything that you want and don't need, and then go file bankruptcy and wait 7 years to start over.
The person
Why-
that dies with the most toys wins.
Why
Right,
do you wait?
exactly.
Why do you wait 7 years? You do realize that you can immediately start getting new credit cards.
Yes, but it takes you
comes
get
off
7
your
years so you
credit
can file
rating.
bankruptcy again.
Yeah,
You
they'll
gotta be a
give it
little
to
bit
you.
smarter. You got to be a
Well-
little bit smarter.
they give you the credit cards right after the fact because they know that you can't file bankruptcy for another 7 years.
Right.
So
But you gotta
they
be
have,
careful.
yeah. So
You just got to wait 7 years before you file on taxes again.
Yeah.
See, and then that way you don't pay no interest. I'm telling you, I know a person that does that every 7 years, and the only thing they have, because when they go file for bankruptcy or something like that, they just re-sign on their house. That's it until their house is paid. Actually, they paid their house off this last time after they filed bankruptcy. They took a whole bunch of stuff and cashed back in, or sold it and then paid their house off.
I hate to say it, but it is a maneuver that is used very frequently outside of the normal people realm.
right.
It works. I'm not one to do that, but
I'm running out of time to do that kind of stuff. I should have started that in my 20s.
I wish I was smart enough to do that in my 20s. My house would be paid off. I wouldn't have to pay them more interest than what my damn house actually is.
I'm watching everybody buying into this market right now, waiting for the bubble to pop.
I am too. I'm gonna laugh.
Mm-hmm. I was looking at houses, but it's like everything I was looking at, I was like, okay, well, that's a good $70,000, $80,000 home that they want $200,000, $300,000 for. I'm not spending that. Let some other moron do it.
Hey, it's so bad here where I'm at is that when a house goes up for rent, people start getting the bidding war and bid almost $20,000, $30,000 over market price.
What? So, like, people will list their house. It's a good $70,000, $80,000 house.
Right.
They're going to list it for $200,000 to $300,000.
Yep. Somebody buy. Then they'll get somebody a bid more.
Yeah, and then they're going to get people that are going to say, okay, well, I'll give you $325,000 for that house. It's like, dude, that's a $75,000 house.
But you got to think about this. What's the one thing they can't make any more of? Unless you're Chinese.
Ammunition.
Land.
Yeah, but the thing is a lot of the places that are out here
make more land.
There's no lack of land where we live, Artec.
Yeah.
I didn't say that, but that's the one thing you can't make more of. I mean, unless you're Chinese and then you're doing it in the ocean. But, think about it.
But the thing is like, yeah, I would understand.
Doing it in the island of Manhattan for years.
Yeah, I would understand it if, the properties actually were like an acre or more. But when they're like friggin' the size of a toothpick.
Well, you talking about where you live at, right? Up there in Oregon?
Yeah.
Well, you got all those crazy ass people in California who are all high going up there bidding shit up because they want to get the hell out of California because of high taxes.
Well, not only that, but you got corporations that are buying up large lots. They're buying up 5 or 6 homes on a block.
You're right. It's called the BlackRock Group.
And they're out there just buying them up and turning them into rentals and crap like that.
I read an article somewhere. It says by 2035, millennials will not own any homes, or that most of the people in the United States will not own nothing. They will rent everything and they will be happy.
Nope.
I'm saying that's
yeah.
That whole reset thing. Except those of us that own shit ain't gonna give it up.
Unless you live in certain states where they can claim eminent domain and take it from you.
Well, any state can claim eminent domain.
Right. Yeah.
Ooh.
That looks like a nice paintball gun. Is that a Glock mag behind it?
Man, this is even worse. This hotel internet, like, you guys keep cutting out on me. I think my regular stuff's better.
I don't know. You sound pretty damn good. So if it's just cutting out on your end, that's okay with me.
Maybe I sound good to you. Yeah, maybe. Oh, I see how it is.
Whose
Yeah,
fault is
black
it?
guy.
Whose fault is it for bending the peer pressure? Huh?
Which one of us bent to peer pressure?
Couldn't hear you.
New York Outcast.
Oh yeah. It looked like you had a Glock mag right there behind that paintball gun.
Foss.
I don't believe New York would sully his good name that way.
He muted up. He's like, I ain't saying a word.
He won't own a Glock. He'll only own
I
a
couldn't
gun
hear
that's based
anything.
on a Glock.
I said it looked like you had a Glock magazine
That's right.
behind. Oh, it's a remote.
Yeah, it's just a remote.
Must be a Glock remote. It takes Glock bags.
Actually, no, it's the new S&W Shield Badass Mag.
Oh, you got the 13?
Oh,
It's the 55 rounder right there.
He's from New York City. They put you under the jail if they catch you with something above 10.
Yeah, that is good.
Yep. And they carry out each round one at a time on the news. Talk about how crazy you are.
Yep. I watched that. I can't remember what the guy did. But they were like, he had 2 rifles, 3 scopes, and 1,000 rounds of ammunition. I was like, dude,
That's
Ooh.
my house would stroke out lefties for a year.
They screw the back of the remote on so you don't steal the batteries.
Do they really? That's amazing.
Still the movies.
Yeah, but I always have tools. Were they
I
trying
was
to
gonna
fool?
say. They have a limited understanding of how cheap I am.
That's funny.
Are you really doing it?
Yeah, they do. That's crazy.
yeah, but it looks like it's already missing a screw.
Yeah, no, the screw's there. Looks like a P2 Phillips too.
Yep.
But yeah,
You're my new
Ooh.
favorite person if you
Starting
take
to
the
drink.
batteries out.
That looks like a challenge accepted there to me.
Uh-huh.
Take the battery and then put the screws back in there so no one knows.
Yep.
Leave them a little
damn
note.
it, I can't hear you.
Well, you can't hear us because how awesome our advice is.
Yeah, open it up and leave a note in there. Say, haha, gotcha.
Yep. There you go.
If you want your batteries back, contact Joe Biden.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
I'll
is it he
probably
said? He
just
saved us
charge an
16
extra
cents?
$50.
Yeah, he saved us 16 cents. Somehow, even though gas is $2 more than what it was last year.
Yep.
That's that new math because we all do racist math.
Clearly.
Where you get the right answer, oh, that's racist.
Yeah, that was one of my main reasons for going and getting a newer vehicle is I want that damn gas mileage.
I don't think I own a car that gets good gas mileage.
It's the law in Tennessee.
Yeah.
It gets 25 in the city and 32 on the highway.
That's it. That's weird.
That's not good.
It'll depend.
For an SUV?
Yeah, the Nissan Rogue is not an SUV.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. That's a hipster wannabe
Crossover.
crossover. It's not even really a crossover.
It's a Sentra chassis. It's a crossover.
It's
No, it'll depend a lot on how you drive because
Oh,
a
yeah.
goo mobile is what it is.
my wife's car, her Honda, when I drive it, I'll get like 30 miles to the gallon, and she drives it, she'll get 40.
That's because your foot's too heavy.
No, Hondas require to be, almost redlined. That's just the proper way to drive.
Maybe
Don't
it's
sound pissed off. You're not doing it right.
you got to have an angry bumblebee can muffler on it.
You remember
it's
the
like a power
CRXs?
band on a 125.
Right.
A CRX was the worst. That thing
Yeah.
burnt more oil than it did gas.
Yep. God, every time I ever saw one, though, it was on the top end, 7,000 RPMs and screaming.
Yep, burning oil.
Yep.
I worked at Acura when those things came out.
Nice.
They were, God Almighty, were the junk. I could do this. Me. I was like, okay, let's go on a highway with my 1984 Chevy Monte Carlo with highway gears in it and 350, and let me bust your ass on the highway every time.
Yep. A buddy of mine had a Porsche 911 when those things were popular, and they were always trying to race him. And he'd always pick a road that had a corner on it and just walk away.
Gotta watch where you at, because little rice burners would be, they'd be
What are
revving on
those?
the highway.
What are those older Porsches? Not the 1911. They're kind of the hatchback
944?
style.
944.
Yeah, I ran one of those with mine and gave them a good run. So I don't know what they have in them, but
Nothing. It's a Volkswagen Beetle, essentially.
Right, and just remember, you got beat by a Beetle.
no, I beat the Beetle. But I have been beat by a Beetle, which was very embarrassing, but it was a turbo Beetle. So
Well,
I'll
they
give
put
it that.
350s in them, too. The old dragster Beetles.
No, they're
We used
on
to
the
see them
Beetle.
at Brainerd Optimus every so often.
If you can get a Beetle with a Porsche fuel injected motor, the older ones,
Oh, my
And-
God.
they would have roller bearings on the crankshafts, and those things would get going, and they would just sit there and go. There's no friction in the motor hardly.
Yep.
And you could not stop one of those things.
I had a friend in high school, he had a 928,
Yep.
and it would corner like it was on rails until the wheel came off.
Literally.
It did. I wasn't with him, but he told me about it. He said one night I forget which wheel it was, but it passed him on the road.
Holy crap.
Oops.
So always check your torque once in a while, especially if you're gonna go joyriding.
No, I
was
think
racing
the wheel bearing went loose.
I was racing a Mustang one time at Thorn Hill Drag Strip, and his differential passed me up.
Oh, crap. That's
And
expensive.
the car was behind me.
That's expensive. I
I don't know how that happened. I think what happened is that his drive shaft U joints broke, and it
Right.
stood I couldn't see it because he was behind me. So I come back and I said, "How the hell did this differential get in front of me?" Because it launched it right. I mean, like it was a missile.
I've seen slicks come off of cars and
Yep.
everything else.
Seeing push rods being launched out of the hood
Yep.
through the hood.
Yep. I watched a 6-pack come apart on a Mustang one time.
I launched push rods out of my Impala one time.
Oh God.
It was I had to get new heads.
I had a
Don't
bet.
go over $7,000 with roller lifters. They hydrolocked them. I didn't have a deep sump pan on it, so it ran out of oil because I had a high volume oil pump because of the roller lifters.
Right.
And it would redline at 7. And I redlined at 7,500. They come out through the hood.
I had,
Through
a
the-
Gosh.
I had a connecting rod decide to come out the bottom, and it looked like somebody had taken a double barrel shotgun and split the barrels
Yep.
and pulled both triggers at the same damn time.
It would. Yes, that's exactly what that would look like.
Now, we had a woman come off of Charlotteford Road and then there at Long Pontiac, and she had a Pontiac Grand Am, and she says, I was driving down the road and I saw smoke and my engine's knocking, right? So I drive it into my lift and raise it up. There's a hole as big as my fist in the oil pan. There was no oil left in the car, and it was still running, and the piston was stuck up in the cock sideways in the cylinder, and it just ripped the bottom of the piston pin right off the piston, and then the piston or the connecting rod just became a hammer and just hammered the hell out of the oil pan.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
All the aluminum motor.
I got lucky because it was on a downstroke when it came off, and so it just came straight out, didn't scar the cylinder walls, nothing.
It's a miracle. Divine intervention.
I've seen some crazy stuff with cars. Rotors with no cooling fins left on them.
Ah!
Oops.
The most expensive thing I've ever lost was, as far as a general repair issue, was I lost a head gasket on my Beamer one time. Blew a head gasket at a red light, and talked $4,500 to do full head gasket replacement on the car. I was like, I've owned cars that were cheaper than this.
That's because it's German over engineering.
Over engineered. I knew it the moment that gasket blew too, man. It lost all power. I was like, something's wrong.
Yeah, the motor's still aroused, but she ain't going nowhere.
Not making any power.
Crap deal. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I've had it happen once. Thankfully, it wasn't my car.
Never loan a car to another man. He's like, or a car or a woman. He's liable to throw a rod in either one.
I was 16 and my buddy's dad let us take his 88 Camaro Z28 with a 502 Ramjet.
Ooh.
Not smart at all. I already know what's going to happen.
And it had a Ford 9-inch rear end in there with Oldsmobile 88s in the rear end.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it was a shit and go car. I lit those damn tires up, and we were out. Just smoked the hell out of this 5.0 Mustang. Just smoked him. And we got to the next light, and he came back up. He's like, I bet you can't do that again. And so I was like, "Fuck this! I'm gonna embarrass him," because he had like three girls in the car with him. And light turned green, and I just hit that damn thing. Brought that front end up on the Camaro, and was smoking the tires, and just left him in the dust. And I was probably about a half a block ahead, and I four-wayed him, and then I heard a loud boom.
Oh yeah.
I was like, "Oh fuck me!"
That was
Uh-oh.
expensive.
So we had to go find a payphone and call his dad and have his dad come down and tow the car. So, yep. That was me spending the rest of the summer helping him rebuild the motor. And
That was a crate engine option too. So you messed up a crate engine that was blueprinted.
I'd have messed my boy up.
Somebody else would be getting whooped for sure.
Yep.
yeah,
Because those things until the LS 6 and 7s came out, those were the top dogs that you can get from GM crate motor wise.
My kids would be scared to damage my car. I'm not kidding.
That's
Like they
because
know I will fight like a son of a bitch when it comes to my stuff.
I mean, they only need to give you 10 cents for a make a gasket. You'll be okay.
Yeah.
Gasket.
he was like, "Well, I should have known better. Letting two 16-year-olds go out on a Friday night. We know what was happening." And so I told him the whole story, and he's like, "Yeah, I was there at one point." So I spent the summer as his pit crew because he did stock car racing at the local. So I helped him turn wrenches on his stock car and helped him paint houses to pay that off.
Yeah, because that was like a $4,000 for a motor for that 502 at the time.
Yeah, it would have been. That would have been one seriously expensive run.
Yep. But we still got phone numbers. That's all that mattered.
And he's laughing about.
And you end up becoming the bitch for the summer. So who really got screwed in that deal?
I still made money. So it wasn't like I just, I got a summer part-time job. It was pretty cool.
Paying you $3 an hour. Was that long ago, back in the 90s?
Yeah, but he got a life experience out of it.
Yep.
No, he didn't, because then he goes and buys a Nissan,
That's true.
a white privilege Nissan that oppresses Sasquatch. Have you ever seen a pissed off Sasquatch get triggered? You've been
Yes.
watching those Jack Link commercials? G23 is going to be one of those. Jack
know
Link
you
would be whooping that
You could oppress Sasquatch. That's a new one on me.
ass.
Well, I didn't say it had tinted out windows.
I have been learned.
It's learned. You got to say it right. It's learned.
Been learned.
Been learned. I miss those commercials messing with Sasquatch. Those were funny as hell.
You seen the purple ones for the purple mattress?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I thought those were fun. Those were funny.
I like the memory foam. What's it remembering? It's angry.
Uh-huh.
That was hilarious.
I know a lady that got one of them purple mattresses. I don't know if anybody's interested in it or whatever, but she's, I guess, not 100% thrilled after so much time. So I don't think they're horrible, but they are foam. So it's, I guess, something to keep in mind. They do the whole crush the egg thing, this and that, blah, blah, blah. But I don't know. The person I talked to doesn't. Yeah, I think if they could do it again, they'd do something different. So just putting it out there, but yeah, maybe it's just her.
All you have to do is go to one of those assisted living places where somebody just died and say, "Hey, can I buy their Craftmatic adjustable bed?"
Most
That
of
is
those
the
are
most horrible and true thing I've ever heard.
most of
I've
those,
never done that, but yeah, it happens.
actually most of those are owned by the facility. They're not owned by the person.
Well,
We're not
there's a
talking about
difference between assisted living and long-term care facilities.
Yeah,
right.
that's
We're
true.
not talking about the
What about
four.
all those bodily fluids, those leaky bodily fluids? Old people get messy. I don't think I
Everything
want
can be
that back for free.
sterilized except for hair.
Right. Exactly. It's not like you're going to get COVID from it.
Might get a bad case of herpes though.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
I know
So-
old people. Oh, yeah, nursing homes have the highest counts of sexually transmitted diseases in high schools.
Yeah, there ain't nothing left to do.
That's true.
Be like,
Can you blame them? If you're gonna go out having fun.
Yeah, just go ahead and clamp off my catheter bag.
"Ah." As somebody who's changed a lot of those over the years, I find your statement repulsive.
Well, it's not like you're clamping off the bag for number two.
Oh man, that's gross.
You're a reverse enema.
Squeeze on it a little, baby. I like it when it refluxes into my bladder.
We're here laughing. Old people getting more sex than we do.
Probably.
I
Not
can't. Dude, they took my cane away from my grandpa because he kept lifting the nurse's dress up and shit. He called us on the phone, bitching, and got my dad all mad. He went up there to the nursing home. Of course, it's back in the 90s before he died. And, what the hell are you taking his cane away from him? And then, they told us what he was doing. So it's like, somebody needs to take one for the team then.
High five, Grandpa.
Yeah, that's what I did. That's what I did. I went there and gave him a high five. I was like, good job.
What was
All
that?
those mirrors on them.
Yeah, but Dad was not a happy camper, and then he had to eat crow afterwards. But
Yeah.
I thought the whole damn thing was funny.
There's no way I'm going to a long-term care facility. I'll go on a long hunting trip.
Same
Well,
here.
that's what he was doing. He was like, be very quiet. I'm hunting for poon.
Oh God.
He had a little.
Father chose death over a facility like that. And I'd stayed. I'm probably going to take the same route.
You're in New York. Look, Rob. You don't have a choice. You're in New York. Governor Spaghetti Head's going to kill your ass. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah, he is.
Probably.
Did you hear that they've redone the vote in New York City to make sure that they're going to get a highly liberal Democrat? Did you see that stuff?
I mean, how is that going to happen when they only vote Democrat to begin with?
Well, so they said we accidentally counted some trial votes, and so they're redoing the vote, and it looks like the highly liberal Democrat is now winning magically. What is a trial vote?
Yeah, Rob, what's that? Can you explain that one to us?
Yeah, they said that. So
They do whatever they want to do.
allegedly they have like so many ballots that they test to make sure that the machine's running properly.
150,000, huh?
135,000.
You got to make
135.
sure. You got to make sure your guy wins.
And so they accidentally forgot to clear that out before they started actually counting the regular ballots.
Is anybody else looking at 2022 and thinking that we're going to see a maybe third time in history event where one party wins all of the houses, despite the fact that has never happened in history? I mean, I honestly think the Civil War was the last time that happened.
Yeah, because they blocked all the southern states out.
Right.
Well, they could do it again. You know how the Yankees are.
Yep.
At least I'm not a Yank.
You're a Yankee.
Nope.
Where are you born?
Our states were not even thought of, but when that all happened.
Where were you? Depends on where you're born at. Where were you born at? What state?
Washington.
Yeah, but he's a Yankee.
Yep. But
you're way past the northern Mason-Dixon line, so you lost already.
Hey, we don't want him. We don't want his Glock toting ass, tongue eating. No, they West Coast or South can keep his ass.
You better get with it. You're in New York. The party there is going to come and get you if you don't.
Yep. Well, Outcast is an honorary Tennessean.
I wish him luck.
He just doesn't know yet.
Yeah. Well,
we're gonna have him down here.
I keep hearing that, but when?
I got delayed. Technically, would have probably been working on it right now, but I got things worked out, something unexpected, to where I basically took possession of a property. So it's I'm
thrilled to hear that.
Rental property. Thank you. So I'm running right now I'm in the process of getting it up to par. I've got 7 trees to take down, bunch of yard work. I want to redo the plumbing. Electrical is done. I need to put a rubber roof on it. So I got a bunch of stuff I need to do, but basically it's pretty much just going to be another source of income, the rental property. So technically I'm a landlord now, although I don't have any tenants. So
that won't be hard to get.
All right. Just charge $2 million a month. Get some.
Yeah, and it's building's old, so I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, that's bad," but around here, what they advertise, professionals, they like that, the clawfoot tubs and all that type of older hardware, skeleton keys in the door. Toilets have been changed. I think one or two has. I'm not sure. So yeah, but so yeah, it's nice hardwood floors. I mean, it can be nice. It's been in disrepair for a while, so I hope to change that shortly.
Yeah,
exactly.
You're the right man for that task.
Hey, I've figured out where the best spot to put Rob at. He needs to go in between me and Nighthawk Medic. We can put him in Ottawa.
No, don't. Well, he could do business in Ottawa, but I wouldn't make him live in Ottawa. He needs to. Well, okay. Let's look at it this way.
Wait a minute. 7-day Venice.
Okay.
They eat all that healthy. They eat all that healthy crap. That's perfect for Rob.
That's Collegedale, and there's nowhere to shoot. So he has to go. He could go out towards what you call it.
Well, let's put him in Polk County.
Yeah, Polk County.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go Polk County then. Yeah,
so,
and then
keep in mind, I like real food. So
you're still close. You have to understand, we have woods and civilization here.
Right. Yeah, we have both. See, that way you can have a range, and me and Nighthawk Medic can always be your new friends, your best friends.
Mm-hmm.
Works out. Battle buddy.
Right,
Battle
exactly.
buddy pairs. That's the way to go.
Exactly, and then we can keep all the racist people in Polk County down from you because you have white friends.
Polk County's not as bad as it used to be.
Wow.
Oh, so this isn't like the black friend thing?
No,
you're
white
in
friends.
Tennessee now.
You don't just want to show me off? That's what's going on?
Look what we found. It's a New Yorker misplaced.
Right, exactly. Hey, we got a forum on Facebook here. It's called Cleveland, Bradley County, Tennessee. Somebody says, I'm going to move to Cleveland from Colorado. I said, don't come here and vote Democrat.
No kidding.
Yeah. I said, don't bring that shit here.
We will smack you around.
No,
how you guys-
Polk
how you
County's
guys-
where Deliverance was, sorry, G, but Polk County's where Deliverance was filmed at. So you
Yep.
can just, you know,
Oh damn!
squeal like a piggy. They'll leave you. They actually sell shirts there. It says, I hear banjo.
I hear run fast, paddle faster. I hear banjos.
They're on the creek.
Yeah.
So, how you guys liking your constitutional carry now that it's 3 days old?
Well,
Yeah,
I
3 days
did.
ago.
Yeah, I did the second is for everyone and answered like 60 questions on it. So, because everybody thought I was constitutionally carrying. And I was like, no, I'm an enhanced permit holder, but let's talk about it. And so I talked about why you want to have a full-on permit and not just a constitutional carry.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
but
because-
having constitutional carry is also a nice thing.
Well, it keeps some of the legal bullcrap from. It's like Florida, where you can get caught printing and go to jail. You know what I mean? Constitutional carry keeps oopsies from happening.
Right.
You know, if your permit expires, you can just open carry during that period if you're so inclined.
If you have an armed guard license too in Tennessee, it will
Yep.
save you from other things.
Yep.
Which I got to renew mine at the end of the year.
I actually,
Well,
for a
So
while when they were
Tennessee
talking about
out in New York.
What?
Uh,
Carrying permit? No,
no,
because they don't honor ours.
Yep.
Got to be
Okay.
reciprocity.
you need
Now,
to
here's
come
my-
here and get your permit anyway and do a real test of shooting.
Would
Yeah,
he,
'cause you gotta-
would he
shoot
even have to do
50
that? I mean,
Huh?
if he's just transferring his permit, it should just transfer straight across.
No,
No, because New York doesn't recognize Tennessee's permit. Doesn't work that way. When I moved from Kentucky to Tennessee, all I did was turn in my Kentucky permit and got my Tennessee one because they recognize each other's permit.
Well, a lot of states, they may not recognize that, and allow you to conceal carry. But if you move there and you are getting that state ID, that state concealed carry, or, whatever they want to call it, CCW, CHL, whatever. If you show your former state one, they'll, you just pay the filing fee and crap like that, and then they just, give you the new one. Because
that's not the
because
case
you
here,
have-
unfortunately.
No, not going to happen here. He's
Not
in
that way in
an,
Georgia either.
he's in an enemy state. He's not in a state that recognizes our permit. So The
We're
state
not
will
nice
say-
to Northerners.
no, plus he's a Yankee too. So, come on.
I think Oregon recognizes
Yeah,
Tennessee.
it's usually one way or the other. So a lot of states are like that because New York doesn't reciprocate or doesn't, shake hands with them. They don't want to deal with it. So, which sucks because in most cases, what I had to go through is 2 to 3 times what some of these other places require.
Bribery does not say
So
you have
hopefully
skills
it'll-
with a firearm, sir.
Right.
Sure.
A handy in the bathroom,
bribery is
not
that,
an example of your talent.
I think I can't state they go further through background, but I know, it's definitely the references. If people don't fill out paperwork and go through a phone call properly, you're denied.
Yeah.
So
I don't
here's
know, I just, from PA, there's a world of difference between what they check, from what I can tell.
Yeah.
So, what I had to give anyway. So,
here's the list of states that does not recognize, or Tennessee does not recognize their permits: California, Oregon, Washington, Colorado, Illinois, Minnesota, New York, South Carolina for some reason, and Florida.
So Oregon,
Florida
recognizes-
recognizes Tennessee's permit. I know
Florida
for a
does?
fact Florida does.
Check
Yeah.
on USCCA.
Wait a minute, let me look. 38 states.
No, I usually check on USCCA.
Yeah,
They have
Florida
that
does.
option where if you have multiple permits, you can put them all in, and it'll tell you as well. So
Yeah. I know for a fact Florida recognizes Tennessee's concealed carry permit.
So,
It,
Mr. Foss,
it wasn't on the map. It's in the written part.
Gotcha.
Yes, sir.
have you gotten anything new lately?
Maybe.
This horrible itch that just won't go away. Oh, wait, no.
No, they gave me a cream for that.
Outstanding.
I may have gotten M&P.
Ah,
Via the shield.
380 easy.
it's a good pistol.
I wanted get my, I have the PK 380 that's unreliable,
Yeah,
and I was only using it for the range to new shooters at the range.
Yeah.
But my rule is I have to be able to carry a handgun if I possess it,
right.
and I can't carry that because I can't trust it, and it has always bothered me. So I decided to take care of that and went down and got a 380 easy.
I tell you what, man, I was very disappointed in my 389 or 9mm or 9mm EZ because it would not go full auto no matter what. And they talked and talked about how that was going to be a problem with the gun, and it just wouldn't do it. It just sat there and stubbornly performed the way it should.
You just needed the gunsmith harder.
I think Gunsmith, they said it was doing it accidentally. Remember all that? I had one in the serial number range and everything. Took it to the range 12 times. Never once ran away on me.
I think Rob just froze up.
did I?
Yeah, or you were just standing in one spot with your feet crossed, like you were practicing a sobriety test.
Nah, froze up. Step outside for a cigarette. Go back in, finish that drink, and hit the hot tub.
You know how much money you could save if you stopped smoking?
I bet you if you quit smoking for 2 months, you could buy ammo.
Nah, because this is where I'm going to fool you again. We roll our own with all natural tobacco.
You roll your own
So,
dice.
instead of
All
spending
natural wacky tobacco.
$20 a day, like most New Yorkers, 25 or 12 something a pack. We can go through the whole week for like $23 for 2 people.
Yeah, when I smoked, I quit when it about $4.50 a pack, and I was spending $75 a month. And just before my son was born, I decided I'd rather spend that money on something else.
My daughter begged me
Yeah,
to
we
stop
used
smoking
to-
because it was going to kill me.
We used to get them, I think we stopped when it was like close to $10 a pack. So now it's like 12, 14, depending where you go, brand. So but stopping, doing the math, being a cheap son of a bitch, doing that math, I couldn't justify doing it. So switching over not only was healthier, and if you don't have cigarettes, you don't you don't start jonesing or whatever they call it. You feel panicky and all that type of crap. And then, you smoke one after not smoking one for a while, you don't feel like you're going to pass out either. So there's definitely less chemicals in the stuff we're using here. So it's cheaper. It was basically like almost like getting a pay raise in a sense by swapping over. So it was amazing. So now I look at other people. They bitch about money, this and that, but yet they're spending $10-15 a day on a pack of cigarettes times two
Yeah.
in some cases. So it adds up a lot. It can add up to be a rent payment.
Yeah, they'll break the bank pretty quick. I smoked when I was active duty. I smoked about 2 packs of Camels a day.
Hey, woman,
Camel Lights a day.
you want to grab some Camels so I can have a cigarette?
Well, amazing humans. This was fun as always, but I have to go pick a spot where I can watch fireworks from.
Yep. Have a great evening, Nighthawk, and
Awesome.
thank you again for
Take care.
being on the panel.
Yep. Well, Foss, I will see you at 3 a.m., sir.
Sounds like a plan.
Have a good night, guys.
Wouldn't that be 4 a.m.?
Or yeah, whatever.
Well,
He's
I'm gonna
send me an invite.
send him the link before the show starts.
Yeah. I'm gonna wake up at 3 a.m. so I can eat breakfast and work out, and then then I'll
That
join
works.
the panel.
See, I took a nap during this chat, so I'm ready to go.
All right, guys. We'll see you later.
All right.
Yep. Mr. Rob, you got anything more to talk about?
No, actually, I should probably run too. It's bathing suit time and hot tub, so I will catch you guys later. But I do appreciate the invite and hanging out for a while.
And I do have a video I'm going to be releasing. So it's on the RNL displays. And if you go there, use code G23, you can get 15% off. So, and I will put that in the video also. So
15 minutes. 15 minutes can save you 15%.
Yep. I'm gonna kill this here and now. So everyone, get your closing plugs in. And tomorrow is my 20th anniversary, so I'm gonna spend some night time with the wife.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you, guys. You got anything you want to say before we're out of here, Foss?
If anybody happens to be up at 1 o'clock Pacific, 4 o'clock metric, check out the overnight on my channel. It's an hour-long chat. If not, you can catch it in the replay. Other than that, everyone have a great and festive 4th of July, Independence Day.
Yep. And everyone be safe, stay strapped, keep one in the chamber, and enjoy your 4th of July. Happy Independence Day. And we shall see you next Saturday.